Well, let's join Dominic, who is live now in Kiev for us. And Dominic, Russia says that it doesn't target civilian targets. The Ukrainians would beg to differ here.
Yeah, that's Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesperson, saying that to our producer in Moscow. And he's a man who has lied frequently through this conflict, so don't take his words at face value. We've also heard from a propagandist on Russian state TV earlier this morning who said that NATO instructors have been the target and the strike objective had been achieved. Now, NATO would say it doesn't have any instructors in the country, but also would say if they were in this restaurant or in this civilian area, then the Russians seem to be admitting that they had targets there and were quite happy to fire these S-300 surface-to-air missiles, very big missiles, 7 metres long missiles, fired from trucks. They have used them in the conflicts in the past to hit ground targets. They seem to have been happy to fire them into the centre of a city of 150,000 people, hitting this pizza restaurant, damaging a kindergarten, and the Ukrainians say 65 other buildings, aiming, if they were at some kind of target, erroneously it would turn out, but happy to fire these missiles into a densely populated area in a way that would be guaranteed to do this kind of damage. The latest death toll is 10, we understand. Two more bodies have been pulled out of the rubble as this search and rescue operation continued, including a fourth child. 61 have been wounded, say the Ukrainians, and among the dead, two 14-year-old twins, Yulia and Anya Aksenchenko. So an absolutely tragic event in Kramatorsk, and it's a year to the day since the Russians fired missiles into Kremlin, into the shopping centre. You'll remember that attack that left more than 20 people there. So, you know, the question is this some kind of twisted attempt to mark that anniversary? Is it the Russians trying to change the subject after what have been 3 very embarrassing days in Moscow? Or were they aiming at what they believe to be NATO instructors, is what they're saying, without any care at all for the civilians in the area?